Hello and good mythical day to you. I'm here with Rhett and we're going to be building the Link statue today. So if you want to be building the Link statue with us, here's what you'll need. You'll need light grey wool, dark blue wool, red wool, pink stained clay, white stained clay, white wool, grey wool, light grey stained clay, light blue wool, black wool and black stained clay. I'll have to swap some of them around after because we haven't got enough room in our inventory. But if you want to be building it and you know where you're building it, you want to start off with a row of 8 light grey in a row along the floor. So there's 8. I cheated because I know that square is the right size. So just like the other statues, we're going to extend each end one with your light grey back by 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And join the end 2 together with 6 grey wool. Done. So once you've done that, we can just build up another row of light grey all the way around on top of that row we've already got. You'll be finally done with the feet. And that's it. That's all the light grey you need, so you can throw that away and swap down one of these other colours. Now my statue is slightly shorter than the Rhett statue because it makes sense for Link to be shorter than Rhett. So on top of this light grey rectangle that you've got, we want to build up 8 solid rows of dark blue. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so you want to do that all the way around. If you want your statue to be the same size as the Rhett statue, at this point you just need to add 2 extra rows of dark blue on top, and then when we get to the next point I'll tell you where to add them on, because all I've done is shrunk down the legs by 2 and torso by 2 to get the right sort of size ratio when the statues are stood next to each other. It just looks a lot better. I built them a few times in another world right, and the same size, they didn't look right. So they're 2 light grey followed by 8 dark blue, giving you a total leg height of 10. So now what you want to do now is get your red wool and place 1 row of red all the way around on top of the blue wool. Like so. Now you want to get your pink stained clay out, and from this front corner all the way round the back to this front corner you want to place 9 rows of pink clay. So that's 1, 2, block colours so annoying, 3, 4, let me get there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll just mark that up so we don't go too high. No, I haven't got a count. It's a bit annoying having to count. If you just count out, so that then you can just build it up. And again, if you want your statue to be the same size as the Rhett statue, now is the point that you add 2 extra pink clay on there, on top of there. As I said, you would have had to added 2 dark blue rows on top of them, are now 2 pink rows on top of here, and then it will work out to be the same height. And then just carry on everything else the same, and you should be able to figure out where you're going. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill in the front very similar to we did with the Rhett statue. Top right and top left of the front panel, place a red wall. Coming in from those, place a dark grey wall. And for the middle 2 slots, white stained clay. So once you've done that row, you can come underneath and place dark grey underneath the 2 white, red underneath the grey, and that's it. So we can move down to the next row, and underneath these 2 grey in the middle, place 2 red. And that's the top of his collar type thing. So as I say, if your statue is taller, this is just simply carries on for a bit longer. So we'll start at the bottom, find the middle 2, and on the right hand side of the middle 2, place a white, and then just keep alternating, red wall and white wall, working up until you hit the colour. So as I said, if you've got the extra 2 rows in there, it'll just carry on a bit further. So once you've done that, you can fill the 2 columns on the right and the 3 on the left in with pink stained clay. Just as not on the outside, actually fill it in on the inside. So once you've done that, that's your whole torso section done. So once you've done that, we're going to do, again, very similar to we did with the Rhett statue. We're going to go and find this red line that's on the side. It doesn't matter whether you start on the left or the right, and extend this row out to the side with the white clay by 4 rows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do that on both sides. So on the red line, 4 rows of white clay extending out to the side. Now on top of these platforms that you've just created, around the edge with the white clay, add 2 rows of white clay. As I say, that's for both sides. These are just his hands. We'll just add the 2 on the right now to trouble with the corner. So yeah, both on. Now we'll place 2 rows of red wool on top of those white ones we've just placed. So that's 2 of the red on top of the white clay that we just done. And again, we can do that on both sides. So just a couple more now. And then on top of those red ones that we've just placed, do 1 row of white wool. Again, we'll do that on the other side. And to finish the arms, just fill all the rest of the arm in with the pink clay. So that's 4 rows of pink clay on top of the white until it meets with the top of the torso. Like so. And once you've done that, while you're up here, you may as well fill in the 6 across the top with the pink clay, just to fill in the top of the arms. So again, once you've done one side, over to the other side and just do exactly the same. Fill in the rest of the arm with the pink clay until you're completely done And then, as before, just fill in these last 6 with the pink clay. That's done. So now we're on to the head and the face. So what we will do now is, if we find these 8 in the middle, from the left of the colour to the right of the colour, and place 8 white clay in a row on top. Then what we want to do is extend this white row forwards by 2 with your white clay. That's 1 and 2. So once you've done that, you can get your light grey stained clay. That's a mouthful, that one. And the 2 middle blocks on top of that furthest forwards white clay row, place 2 of the light grey stained clay. And that's all you need for that, so you can throw it away if you want. So what you want to do now is get your white stained clay out again and place 3 either side of the little mouth in that you've just placed. Then on top of that row, you can do a full row of 8 white stained clay. So this next row now is his eyes. So if we start by placing 2 white clay in the middle, 2 squares, and then we place light blue either side, and you don't need that anymore, so you can get rid of that if you want, and then white either side of these, and again you don't need the white anymore, you can get rid of that. So now you want to bring down your black stained clay. Now either side of the white, on the ends, place a black stained clay. And you may think that's weird, but that's just the handles of his glasses that go down the side of his head. It will make more sense when we put the glasses on. So what we can do now is, if we get our white stained clay, and on top of that row another row of 8 white stained clay. Now if you find the right eye and the 2 white clay above the eye, place 2 more white clay like that. Then on top of the right hand side one that you've just placed, place another white clay, so it's left like that. Now that's his face completely done. All we've got to do now is fill in his hair, put on his glasses, and we're done. So if we come round here to the left hand side, and what you want to do is just place 2 white clay on top of the 2 white clay, and then place 1 more closest to the face to make a backwards L like that. You can then repeat this on the opposite side. So 2 white clay on top, and then 1 on top nearest to the face, just to cause that little step. Let's say that is just where his hair lines up to. So now if you get your black wool and come to the back of the head there, and you can extend it each end until it overhangs the statue by 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black coming out. Connect the furthest back 2 together to form the base of the back of the head. And then easiest way to do this now is stack 7 rows of black wool on top of this back row. So that's 1, all this block colour's annoying, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally 7. So now what you want to do now is literally just fill the whole lot in So the easiest way to do this is if you get these top corners and extend, well actually we can just do the whole top of the head. Just get the whole back top rope and extend it forwards by 7 with your black wool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when we do it, 6 and 7. And as you see, the 7th one should line up with the face. So we just fill in this face now with the black, and then fill in the sides. So just filling it all in, just a case of going over and over with the black wool and filling it all in until there's nothing left. So that's the left done. Fly around to the right. I know this block colouring is so annoying. In creative we should have the magic wand tool. That would be handy in creative on Xbox. And once you've done that, we've only got to put his glasses on. So for his glasses, get your black stained clay and place 2 black stained clay in between the 2 blues that make the eye. Then place 3 on top of the eye and the black stained clay that you had before. 3 underneath the eye and 1 in front of that black stained clay. And once you've done it on one, do exactly the same to the other side. So 3 above the eye, 3 below the eye, and 1 in front of that black. And there you have it. That is Link statue done. Stood next to Rhett statue, they look beautiful together. So I'll just put a quick flash up of a picture to show you where I got that picture from. And as I say, there's a couple of people do speed builds of these, and I'll leave their links in the description. But it's time for me to go, so I'll just stand here again and I'll say bye.